Last but not least, now we are doing part 3 for the Nordic gods, goddesses energy. So the last part of this is Van Helsing, Archangel Gabriel. We're going to tap more into Odin's wife, and we're going to let you guys know what are the 9 realms that each of these gods reside in and their tribe. Okay, guys, so let's tap in. Van Helsing is Archangel Gabriel. So you probably have seen, the video games, seen movies about this vampire slayer. So let's go ahead and give you guys some more information about who he is and how he has saved and protected us from some unforeseen energies that is still present to this day. And this is why we pray and we ask for divine protection from these demonic entities that tries to overtake our vessels, right? Our vessels is our body. So without further delay, let's go ahead and tap into Van Helsing, Nordic energy. Let's go. Our Greek mythology. Let's go. Nordic, I'm sorry, not Greek, but Nordic mythology. Thank you. Let's go. He is a doctor, a professor, a lawyer, a philosopher, a scientist, and he is represented through the metaphysics. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that angels can come into human form. Okay, so just don't think about angels as just a force of a spirit. It can be embodied. It is embodied. It's a embodiment force, a energy, a deity, a entity. I'm sorry. Okay, that helps. A entity that influences to live productive lives, and that's here to protect us and to help us move. They're here to remove certain obstacles from our life. This is who Van Helsing is. Okay, this is who Archangel Gabriel is. He is a doctor, a professor, a lawyer, a philosopher, a scientist, and like I said, he is represented through the metaphysical essence of spirituality. Van Helsing is a vampire slayer, a monster hunter. He is actually an archangel that represents archetypical parapsychologists and subsequent works of paranormal activities. Like I said, these are entities that this angel protects you from. He is the highest of these entities, okay? That of these vampires, right? He is that slayer that protects you of all time. So make sure that you give your gratitude to Archangel Gabriel in keeping, these vampires away from you. And they are very much real, whether they are energetically draining you or physically trying to attack you. Okay, guys? Do not get lost with the vampire illustrations that they give you in the movies. And that's all I'm going to say about that. We'll tap into that on a later date. He is a sage, a mentor, okay? So he's a coach, he's a mentor, he's a life. He comes to you in need of your aid and helping you gain mental stability, okay? That's why you call on him. He's a teacher. He's a master teacher, okay? Is what I'm picking up. He teaches the initiates about the existence of supernatural energies, particularly, vampires. Okay, so that is Van Helsing. He plays a very major, important part, of course, of all of our lives. Come on, now it's Archangel Gabriel. Let's go on to the next important deity that I want to express, and that is Odin's wife. Who is Odin's wife? Frigg. You spell her name as Frigg. She is the queen of Asgard and the highest of the goddesses. Her home is called Fenslayer. And just a quick note, Odin and Freya are known as fairies, and they come from Alfium, the Alfium realm. Okay, just a quick note. Okay, just to let you guys know. And the queen of Asgard, she's connected through Odin, which is her father, the creator of all. I hope that makes sense. Okay, like I said, all of these cultures are intertwined together. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let's continue. Her father's name and Norse methodical mythology is Fidjorgen, okay, is the name that they call Oda de Mare in that energy, okay, when it comes to that particular storytelling and folklore in Nordic, Scandinavian storytelling. And guys, we're going to be doing more research, more delving in on, you know, how we are all connected, all in one. It's a big melting pot of soup that all nationalities and cultures and creeds are all mixed in and meshed together to make this beautiful goulash, right? So we're going to be tapping in more and how they are all connected to one. It's like one line here that connects to this line, that connects to that line, that connects to this line. We don't see race because we are all a part of the spiritual embodiment of energy that makes up who we are. You cannot put a name on definitive energy, period. Okay, so let's continue. We don't know everything, but we know as much as the divine give us. So as we continue to grow and to learn, I do want you guys to understand what are the 9 realms. You know, I'm not going to go through a whole episode right now. That those 9 episodes will come one by one as is permitted from me to give to you through the universe. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the Yatcheril tree, which to me represents Israel, is real. Okay, this subject is for all of the tribes, not just 12 tribes. All of the 9 realms have their own specific 12 tribes. That is all the chosen ones. That's incorporated with the Most High. Does that make sense? So each of these 9 realms have all 12 different. They have 12 different. How can I put it? All 9 realms have 12 different tribes that are chosen. Okay, and they are all connected with the Yatcheril tree. Okay. So it's a lot of information, but we're going to break it down as much as we can, and we're going to give you guys the tea. And just a quick note, before Ragnarok came, before there was a great war that took place in heaven, there was a rainbow that connected us from Asgard to this is called Midgard, Earth. And this is where the gods will go back and forth, or the different entities and, you know, deities will go back and forth to travel from one plane to another. Another reason it was destroyed because it was a lot of, how can I put it, destructive things that these evil entities was doing. The Bifrost had to be eradicated and be removed because there was a lot of evilness that was being transferred from dark entities down to the earth, and it was a lot of, how can I put it, magic that was being, a lot of dark evil magic that was used. And of course it had that bridge had to be eradicated so that the magic does not hit us like it used to. This is reminding me, if y'all ever saw Ever After, not Ever After, what is that show that used to come on? I'm sorry, it was called Once Upon a Time. And remember how the witch energy, she was freely to run her power over the world without having any kind of stoppage from, with any kind of force that was stopping her from, hold on, how can I say this? So she casted out a spell into the world, right? And that spell needed to be stopped. This is one of the reasons why the bridge was broken, or it was destroyed, so that these type of entities do not put spell over societies. Okay, so magic was very raw and authentic back then. You know, it does not have the same effect like it did then because of the Bifrost bridge being removed and eradicated. I hope that makes sense. Okay, but the Bifrost bridge is also known as the Rainbow Bridge, and it connects to the realms of Asgard to Midgard, Earth. The 9 realms is Muspelheim, Alphanum, Vandahism, Asgard, Midgard, Jotunheim, Nephilim, Helium, and Navadalia, and we will be tapping more into these